Let's test the market. Let's see how people react to the car. We think we have a really good value proposition because it's going to be a real sports car.
Porsche is making a dramatic turn, and it's not just on the track. The legendary gas-powered 718 Boxster and Cayman are reaching the end of the road, signaling the close of a beloved chapter in sports car history. But why is Porsche retiring these icons now? What does this mean for the future of one of the world's most revered automakers? And how will die-hard fans handle the shift from roaring engines to the quiet hum of electric power? Here's everything you need to know about Porsche's bold new direction. Key production details. So when exactly is Porsche pulling the plug, and what's driving this dramatic decision? Porsche has announced it will stop making its gas-powered 718 Boxster and Cayman sports cars by October 2025. This is a big step as the company moves toward electric cars. The stop in production will happen worldwide, including in North America, where these cars are still sold. In Europe, Porsche already stopped selling these models in mid-2024 because new strict rules about car technology and cybersecurity made it hard for the gas-powered 718s to meet the standards. These rules are part of the EU's plan to make cars safer and better connected. Because of this, Porsche had to stop sales earlier in Europe and speed up its switch to electric cars. In the US, there are only about 60 gas-powered 718 cars left in stock as of May 2025. These will likely sell out by early 2026 because many buyers still want them. In fact, Porsche sold 5,698 of these cars in the US in 2024, which is 26% more than the year before. This shows that people still love these sports cars for their great handling and classic look. The high sales and the upcoming end of production mean that the remaining cars, especially special models like the GT4 RS, will be popular with fans and collectors. These cars might even become more valuable after they stop being made. Stopping the 718 gas cars worldwide and running low on stock in the US shows the challenge Porsche faces. They want to focus on electric cars, but many customers still want gas-powered sports cars. Since the electric versions of these models won't be ready until 2027, there will be a gap in Porsche's sports car lineup after October 2025. This gap might hurt sales because the 718 is very popular. To keep customers interested, Porsche might consider making hybrid versions or other options until the electric cars are ready. This way, they can stay strong in the sports car market while moving toward a greener future. Electric successor development. But here's where things get interesting. Porsche's electric replacement plan isn't going as smoothly as expected. Porsche had planned to launch electric versions of the 718 Boxster and Cayman in 2026. The goal was to keep the famous sports car's performance while switching to electric power. But now, the launch has been delayed to 2027. This delay is due to development problems and supply chain issues. Because of this, the gas-powered 718 models might end before the electric ones arrive. This could leave a gap in Porsche's sports car lineup, which might hurt its market position and cause some customers to look elsewhere. Meanwhile, competitors like Tesla and Lotus are moving ahead with their own electric sports cars. The switch to electric 718 models faces big challenges. Porsche needs special high-performance batteries that are small, light, and powerful enough for sports cars. Finding these batteries has been hard because most top battery makers are in Asia and focus on their own brands first. Also, making the electric 718 handle as well as the gas version is tough because electric motors change how weight is balanced and how the car responds. Porsche's Cellforce Group, which works on new battery technology, has also run into technical problems and trouble scaling up production. These challenges show how difficult it is for Porsche to move to electric cars while keeping the driving experience that fans expect from the brand. Market performance analysis. The numbers tell a fascinating story that contradicts everything you'd expect about dying car models. In 2024, Porsche's 718 Boxster and Cayman showed strong sales, especially in the US, where 5,698 units were sold. This was a 26% increase from 2023 and the best sales since 2016. Many buyers wanted to get gas-powered cars before Porsche switches fully to electric. Worldwide, Porsche sold 23,670 of these 718 models, a 10% increase. The 718 outsold Porsche's electric Taycan and Panamera in the US, showing that many customers still love gas-powered sports cars. Popular models like the GTS 4.0, Spider RS, and GT4 RS kept the 718's demand high. This strong interest makes Porsche's move to electric cars more challenging, as fans prefer the feel of traditional engines. On the other hand, Porsche's electric Taycan faced a big drop in sales in 2024. Global deliveries fell by 50% to 14,042 units in the first 9 months. In the US, Taycan sales dropped 37% to 4,747 units, making it one of Porsche's weaker sellers. Problems like slower EV adoption, range worries, and tough competition, especially in China, hurt the Taycan's sales. Even after a facelift, the Taycan couldn't keep up with demand. Porsche's new Macan EV, launched in late 2024, sold 18,278 units globally, but still struggles to match its gas version's popularity. Overall, the strong sales of the 718 gas cars in 2024 show that many buyers still want traditional engines. This makes Porsche's goal to have 80% electric vehicles by 2030 harder to achieve. While the Taycan's drop shows some hesitancy toward EVs, Porsche must find a balance between what customers want and its long-term plans for cleaner electric cars, strategic context, and corporate goals. To understand why Porsche is making this bold move, we need to zoom out and look at their bigger picture. Porsche had big plans to sell 50% electric vehicles, EVs, by 2025 and 80% by 2030. These goals matched global efforts to reduce pollution and follow strict rules. Porsche wanted to lead in electric performance with cars like the Taycan and future electric 718 Boxster and Cayman. But in 2024, things didn't go as planned. Many people still prefer gas-powered cars. For example, 718 sales grew by 26% in the US, 5,698 units, while Taycan sales dropped 50% worldwide, 14,042 units. This shows that the 2025 and 2030 targets are now harder to reach. Porsche faces problems in big markets like the US and China. In the US, many buyers worry about how far EVs can go, high prices, and few charging stations. Taycan sales fell 37% here. In China, Porsche competes with local EV makers like BYD, making sales tough. Because of this, Porsche still invests in gas and hybrid cars. The Panamera and Cayenne hybrids are popular for combining power and efficiency. Porsche's strategy balances electric cars, hybrids, and gas engines. It keeps making powerful gas cars like the 911 GT3 and explores synthetic fuels. At the same time, Porsche pushes ahead with electric models like the Macan EV and future 718 EVs. But not every Porsche is getting the same treatment. Here's how different models are navigating this transition. Porsche's plan for its car models balances tradition, innovation, and sustainability to meet global market and environmental goals. The 911 series, a legendary sports car, stays at the heart of this plan. Porsche will keep using gas engines, ICE, for the 911 through the 2030s, but it will also add hybrid technology. The new 911 Carrera GTS hybrid mixes power with better fuel efficiency, attracting both performance fans and eco-friendly drivers. Porsche is also investing in e-fuels that can cut emissions by up to 85%, helping gas engines run cleaner without losing the 911's special driving feel. For other models, Porsche takes a careful approach to going electric. The Macan SUV has stopped gas engine sales in Europe because of strict rules, but in the US, it will keep selling ICE versions until 2026. This gives Porsche time to switch smoothly to the all-electric Macan. The Cayenne SUV will offer electric, gas, and hybrid versions to meet different customer needs and local laws. This mix keeps the Cayenne flexible and competitive worldwide. The Panamera sedan will also keep offering gas, hybrid, and electric models. This gives buyers more choices while helping Porsche meet tough emissions standards. By combining new technology with its racing heritage, Porsche moves toward cleaner cars without losing its loyal fans. This smart model-by-model plan helps Porsche stay strong and popular through the 2030s, balancing progress with tradition. Financial implications. All of this strategic maneuvering comes with a hefty price tag that's reshaping Porsche's bottom line. Porsche's strategic focus on hybrids, e-fuels, and electrification brings important financial challenges and investments. To reach its goals, Porsche plans to spend €800 million on research and development, R&D, in 2025. This money supports new hybrid tech for the 911 Carrera GTS, cleaner e-fuels to cut emissions, and electric versions of the Macan, Cayenne, and Panamera. While this heavy spending pushes innovation, it also lowers short-term profits. Porsche expects profit margins to shrink to 10 to 12% in 2025, down from previous years because developing many types of powertrains at once is costly. Still, Porsche aims for a 20% profit margin over time by growing sales, cutting costs through larger production, and focusing on premium cars. Investing in e-fuels and hybrids helps keep gas engines profitable as Porsche moves toward electric vehicles and EVs, balancing its heritage with future growth. Switching to multiple powertrain types makes production more complex and expensive. Porsche has to manage gas, hybrid, and electric car platforms for several models, increasing costs. Changes in the supply chain, especially for batteries and EV parts, add pressure on expenses. Market uncertainty about how quickly people will adopt EVs also creates financial risks. To handle this, Porsche keeps production flexible and spends on market research to better predict customer needs. These extra costs, combined with R&D investments, squeeze profits in the short term, but prepare Porsche to stay strong and competitive in the fast-changing car industry over the long run. Market and enthusiast response. So how are collectors and die-hard Porsche fans reacting to these seismic shifts? Porsche's move toward hybrid and electric cars, while still making gas-powered models, has caused mixed feelings among collectors and fans. Collectors expect big changes as Porsche's lineup shifts. Gas-powered 718 models like the Boxster and Cayman will likely become more valuable since production is ending, especially in the US, where these cars will be sold until 2026. Special versions like the 718 Cayman GT4 RS are becoming rare and more desirable because of their unique design and performance. Limited production makes these cars even more special, attracting investors who see them as good long-term assets. The end of gas-powered Macans in Europe also raises interest in the remaining models, which many collectors see as future classics. These cars represent Porsche's traditional high-performance style, increasing their demand and value. Fans have mixed feelings about Porsche's electric plans. Some are sad to see gas models like the 718 and Macan being phased out because they love the feel and sound of traditional engines. Others are excited about electric versions like the Mission R and GT 4 e-Performance, which show Porsche can make fast, thrilling electric cars. Fans expect these new models to be just as good or better in speed and handling, but they worry about losing the classic Porsche driving experience. Porsche's promise to keep the gas 911 models through the 2030s and invest in cleaner e-fuels helps calm these worries. It shows the brand wants to grow with new technology while keeping its famous heritage alive. Regulatory and environmental context. Behind every corporate decision are the forces pushing from the outside, and Porsche is feeling the pressure. Porsche's strategy is shaped by strict rules and growing environmental concerns. The company must meet these demands while keeping its reputation for high-performance cars. Balancing these goals is key to Porsche's future. Around the world, especially in Europe, governments have introduced tough cybersecurity laws. Porsche needs to build advanced digital security into its cars to protect drivers' data and privacy. This is very important because new models like the electric Macan and Cayenne come with complex infotainment and connectivity systems. Besides cybersecurity, strict emissions rules such as Euro 7 are pushing Porsche to reduce pollution from its cars. These rules have already forced Porsche to stop selling gas-powered Macans in Europe and speed up the shift to electric vehicles. Porsche is also focused on being a responsible company. It works on lowering pollution during production and making its supply chain more transparent. Customers and investors expect companies to act sustainably, and Porsche wants to meet these expectations. This means following tough laws while keeping its brand strong and trusted worldwide. To handle these challenges, Porsche invests heavily in alternative solutions. One important focus is e-fuels, which are synthetic fuels that can reduce emissions by up to 85%. These fuels allow Porsche's gas engines, especially in models like the 911, to run cleaner and last longer while still delivering the driving experience fans love. Another key solution is hybrid technology. Porsche's 911 Carrera GTS hybrid mixes gas and electric power, helping the car meet emission standards without losing its sporty feel and performance. Porsche also develops fully electric models like the Mission R and GT4 e-Performance, designed to excite enthusiasts while being environmentally friendly. By combining e-fuels, hybrids, and electric cars, Porsche balances strict rules with innovation. This approach helps Porsche protect its heritage and reputation while moving steadily toward a cleaner, greener future. The company's strategy shows it can meet tough regulations without giving up on performance and driving pleasure. Industry implications and future outlook. Porsche's moves are sending shockwaves through the entire sports car industry. The sports car market faces big challenges with electrification, especially in copying the exciting feel of gas engines. Electric cars like Porsche's Mission R can accelerate very fast, but they still find it hard to match the sound and emotion of traditional engines. Many fans still want gas-powered cars like the 911 and 718 because they love the way these cars feel and sound. However, progress in battery technology is very important for the future. Better batteries with more energy and faster charging are needed to make electric sports cars attractive to performance lovers. Porsche's work on e-fuels and hybrids helps fill this gap by providing cleaner options now while battery technology improves. This way, Porsche stays relevant as the market changes. Porsche stands out by mixing tradition with new technology. Other top brands like Ferrari and Lamborghini also face pressure to go electric, but Porsche's strategy covers all types of engines, gas, hybrid and electric, in models like the 911, Cayenne, Panamera and Macan. Porsche's innovation shows in electric models like the GT4 e-Performance, which focus on keeping the fun and feel of driving alive. To manage risks from changing EV sales and laws, Porsche spreads its efforts across many powertrains. With an €800 million research and development budget planned for 2025, Porsche stays flexible and ready for market shifts. This smart plan helps Porsche lead the sports car world by combining its classic style with new technology to meet future demands and keep its legendary status. Critical assessment. But is Porsche's strategy brilliant or risky? Let's break down what could go right and what could go very wrong. Porsche faces some risks with timing. For example, stopping gas-powered Macan sales in Europe before the US could cause gaps in production and supply problems if electric Macan sales are slow. Also, if Porsche expects customers to switch to electric too quickly, it might end up with too many electric cars or miss sales in markets where fans still prefer gas-powered models like the 911 and 718. Battery technology is another challenge. Current limits on battery power and charging make it hard for electric models like the Cayenne and Panamera to match Porsche's usual performance. These issues could hurt Porsche's profits, which are already under pressure due to heavy €800 million research and development spending planned for 2025, leading to lower profit margins around 10 to 12%. Porsche's strength is in protecting its heritage by using e-fuels and hybrid technology. E-fuels, which can cut emissions by 85%, help keep gas engines like those in the 911 alive and appeal to fans and collectors. Offering gas, hybrid, and electric options lets Porsche serve different markets well. Europe focuses more on electric cars, while many in the US still prefer gas engines. Keeping strong performance is key. Cars like the Mission R and 911 Carrera GTS Hybrid show Porsche can deliver exciting driving no matter the engine type. This careful balance helps Porsche face changing rules and market demands while keeping its reputation for top engineering and thrilling cars. So Porsche's killing the gas-powered 718 in 2025, betting everything on electric successors arriving in 2027. Smart move or huge mistake? Drop your thoughts below. Smash that subscribe button for more automotive shakeups.